We have made it back to Woolhampton. And we did a few things between visits when we left the other place and we came back here, and then we went back. I was going to make a hammer, and then I realized after I'd already filled this up halfway, that's the wrong hammer. So we went ahead and made a new mold and fired it, and we now have the proper hammer. So we can go ahead and break out some of these huge chunks we've got here, and boy, do we have a lot. We went around to some of the spots that I had been marking, and we picked up a bunch of chunks, came back here, was able to make ourselves, finish off the helve hammer, and then make ourselves the proper hammer that we needed. So yeah, we got a lot done. Wow, look at all these seeds, lots of seeds. Okay, let's put these things away. Yeah, we need to figure out what to do with these soybeans. I'm guessing we can cook them and eat them. They can be mixed with stuff to make a stew, scrambled eggs. But do they have to be prepped in some way? Or can we just take them in the form that they're in and throw them right in there? Yeah, okay, well, when we're ready to do that, we'll focus on that. We're not hungry at the moment, but let's check our food. 1.3 days. Let's go ahead and top off our tummy before that spoils on us. Let's see. Let's run up here and check on our peoples. Everything here looks normal. Oh, must be meeting time. Yep, it's nearly 9. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Looks like some people just don't move from their spot. Oh, you're William. Usually, Hubertus stands there. There you are. Yeah, you're supposed to be over there. In the mud? Yeah, somebody's mowing the lawn in real life. I think that's the mud right back there. Yep, that's okay. Those are the folks that they're not residents of the village. They came with the original village and they just got disconnected. So they're not really counting. All right. We did do a bit of harvesting and replanting, so what is it? June. Oh golly. Wow, we're going to have to start thinking about winter. Wow. Well, maybe if we're lucky we'll find ourselves a nice village to hang out in during the winter. Okay. We got lots of firewood here and lots of sticks, so we had to go and find some crates to put those in. Let's see. There was something up here I was going to grab. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab these things and take them indoors. Checking the inventory. Okay. It won't sit there because this is taking up that block. So we'll put that here. What is this? Oh, okay. All right, we're working on some nails and strips so that we can make our own chests and trunks. We did bring back these from the other village, and I would like to return them, or at least take them to the big warehouse when we get the big warehouse going. Okay. Yeah, we did some organizing in here. So, yeah, there's those little sparkly things coming off that lore. Even though we've already read this and it's already in our journal, it's still sparkling here. I find that interesting. All right, we made ourselves some bookshelves and we put our books up here. Let's see. Somewhere there is a book for this village. I just have to find it. We grabbed some bony soil, made ourselves a pan, and we went out and sifted, and we got a few treasures here. So, periodite. What's this? Kernite. Yeah. Got a lot of candles too. Okay, anyway, let's go up here and break up our copper. I want to see how much we got, and we need to do some serious smithing. Okay, where'd you put it? There it is, right there, 97. Okay, here's 64, and that turns into a lot more. Yeah, we got very, very lucky just finding copper and tin. We found a lot of tin. I ended up exploring a couple of caves, which we did mark down where they are, made some notations, and we will go back to the ones that I think look very promising or just fun to explore. What is this? Let's go ahead and break that as well. Anything else? Can we break the fluorite or fluorite? Not sure what that's for. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, look at this. We are in business. Look at all this copper and tin. That's wonderful. All right. Now we will be able to finish making our nails and strips and making ourselves some chests. We will be able to make a couple more pickaxes because we don't have one now. We used it up, and I had to stop getting copper and tin because we ran out of pickaxe. Okay, we've got a axe mold. We'll make some axes. Yeah, we're skipping the copper age and we're going right to the tin bronze. So we're happy about that, and it is okay. All right. Lovely place. Like I said, we did pick a spot that we're going to put our big warehouse. It's right here. I was just out in that area, and it is a big flat area, and it is right in the middle of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 villages within running distance of this location for our warehouse. So I think that's going to be good. So that might be something we'll get to working on. But right now I am going to make a bunch of tools and fill up our tool rack, and maybe we'll even fill up our tool shed. We will be right back. And there we have one chore done. While these are cooling, we are going to take a run back to Loxleigh and drop off those 2 chests and pick up some stuff we left there. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Everyone here is still sleeping. We're not hungry, so I think we're good to go. Noisy cars. Let's go back here and grab that other shovel I just put up. It looks like we might need it sooner than later. Let's go ahead and leave what we can. Okay. All right. Anyway, did I say it, or was I just thinking it? We're going to pick up as many ripe crops as we can find along our way. We are also kind of sort of paying attention to which way our super highway might go to get us back and forth to this location. Also, let's take a peek at our map. We are going to go right through the area where the warehouse is going to go. So I kind of want to be mindful, and straight shots are always nice, but oh hey, look at this. But sometimes we don't have a choice, we have to go diagonally. It's a little more to do. Takes a little bit longer, a little more materials, but it does give us a nice looking super highway. It's also slightly wider, so, and that's okay too. It requires a lot more materials because we're doing the zigzagged retaining walls, or fences if we choose fences. But we'll do what needs to be done. And right now it looks like this is all zigzag. Unless we want to do a straight shot, a straight shot, a straight shot. It's still zigzagging, but it's not every block is zig and then the next one is zag. It's several. So, several straight and then maybe a slight zigzag. Anyway, we're still working up ideas. We'd have to go through water here. Let's avoid that if we can, because we are still carrying a torch. Let's see. Oh. We almost walked right past that one. See anything else? Yeah, I'm so focused on which way the road might go and what we're going to be tearing down. I'm not really paying attention to what else we're supposed to be doing here. And that's finding food. But I've said it before, and I do believe it for myself. I'm a single person playing here. The villagers don't actually eat. And we do have a fair number of villages and villagers who are making food. So it isn't really like we need to be too concerned about food, because once we get a good harvest and then we move on to another village and get another harvest, we end up with so much food that it's never a worry again. So, and playing that way, the way that I play, food is rarely an issue. It's rarely a problem. I usually end up with way too much. And we get a lot of rot that way. But that's okay. I think it would be kind of neat, as long as somebody is modding this village, keeping up this village mod, maybe they should implement a certain amount of food that you need. Oh, look at that. We went right by that area. That's okay. We will go back through that area when we come through Loxleigh. All right. Okay, we're going in the right direction. I just don't see Loxleigh up there in our little icons. It's being hidden on my side because I have my little record light up there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's hiding that village icon. Yeah, it's a long walk. So a superhighway was a designated plan path, certainly would be very helpful. Okay, here we are. There's the front gate. And we are here. Wow, what time did we leave? Nearly 6, and here it is nearly 9. It took us 3 in-game hours to get here. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's the fact. Okay, we are going to take back these two right here. Okay, how do we want to do this? We want to lift this one up on our back and pick this one up and walk home. No, I'm kidding. We're not walking all the way home. I am going to check something right quick before we take off again. There was talk about the window and a question about, did it matter if the window was installed from the inside or the outside, and would that keep the little people from standing in the window thinking that it was a way they could get out of a location? I don't think it's going to be a problem now because I switched the door and the window. So I don't think our little person is going to stand at this window trying to get in when the shortest distance between 2 points is on the other side. The other thing that I was thinking was putting a block across. Let's see, if we were to put a block that way and chisel back. Let's see, where's my super chisel? There it is. Let's see. Nope. I forgot to tag it. You have to right click on it to turn it into a chiselable block. Okay, take some of this down. And let's see, I'm going to use the planer, which makes this a little quicker, because we're going down to a 1x1. So, okay. There. They should not be able to jump up on this because it is higher than the block, and they can only jump up one block. So maybe that will keep them out of there, and if not, we can raise it up a bit. But we'll see. Like I said, I don't think this window's going to be a good test, but we'll see if either one of those tactics help the situation. Okay, but that'd be kind of my plan there. Garden looks good. Okay. Let me check my list. Was there anything else we were doing in this village before we left? Nope. I think we're good. Just kind of looking around. Let's take a run out on this this avenue of our super highway. Oh, hi there. You want to get in? Were you one of the original pigs that lived in there before we scared y'all away? We're out here kind of sort of looking for just crops or whatever. I see there's a couple up here. I don't know that we actually investigated this area extensively when we were out in this area working. So we'll kind of give it the once over now. Oh, look at that. Oh, I see something over here. I don't think it's a crop. No. It was a trick of the light. Oh yeah, it is. Growing potatoes. Okay. Good to know. Alright, I don't see much of anything else out here. Let's check here and make sure we don't have anything stored. We do not. Alright. Let's head back. And we are not actually going to walk. We are going to pick this up, and we are just going to transport ourselves. We're back. Okay. Let's go put this down in our storage area with the rest of our accumulated treasures, and check on our tools. Yeah, problem with carrying something like this is it's very heavy and you walk very slowly, which is why we did not walk home. We are not that crazy. Okay. But now, we have all of our materials here, and these I plan to use to start building our warehouse. And we'll have to see how much more we come across. Alright, we'll put all those things away in a moment. Let's check. Everything's cold. Good. Okay. We need some sticks. Yeah, we're going to need more than that. Let's go get some sticks. That might be enough right there. Okay. Let's make some tools. A knife. Wonderful. Which I don't want you in that basket. An axe. A shovel. A saw. A hammer. And some nails and strips. Wait a minute, we missed a couple right here. Our pickaxe. Oh gosh, that's so important. How could we possibly overlook that? Okay, was that it? All right, I do believe that is it. Okay, good. Excuse me. We're going to hang up some tools here. Let's hang up our knife. You know, you're right in front of me. You know that, right? Okay, thanks for moving out of my way temporarily. Look how much bigger we are than them. I find that very interesting. Apparently, my understanding, and I forget who told me this, but they were a very small people way back then. Apparently we got bigger as we evolved? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Back to our issues. Shovel. A hammer. Another shovel. An axe. And our pickaxe. Wonderful. Anything else? That we're going to keep on us. I am going to run around and put these things away. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I ignoring you? I'm pretty sure I didn't mean to. Anyway, I'm going to put all this stuff away. I'm going to start a second set of tools. And then we will decide what we do next. We have our next batch of tools getting ready. And while we wait for that, let's go ahead and make ourselves some chests. Now, we do that with the wood that we cut while we were in the other village. Okay, is that all we have? I do believe that might be all we have. Yes, it is. Okay. It is okay. We want our nails and strips in the center, and we want our boards wrapped around. That's gonna give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6. And we could make 2 more. We still have 2. Let's go ahead and do it while we can. Oh, wait, you know what? No, there was something else I was going to do with that. What was it? The scroll rack. That's what we were going to do. Okay, put that there. Grab our wood. One there, there, and there. Okay. And there is a scroll rack. Good. Let's go ahead and save that in case we want to do something else crazy that's not a storage box. Let's see. I think we need to move these out of the way. And we can put down our new storage boxes. Ooh, that's going to make a tight little corner right there. We might want to move it down one. There. Okay, now that corner isn't so tight. Okay. Now we can fill these up with all kinds of treasures and junk. I will probably make some signs and put signs on the front of these. And let's see, we have the boards, and I do believe it's just sticks that we need to make the signs. If I'm remembering correctly. There we go. Okay, we just need 6 of them. Alright, so now we want to break our boxes. Okay, put our signs here, our boxes here, and now we have 6 boxes with signs. There we go. Okay. And now I can organize some stuff into these boxes. Now, my understanding with these is that we can put paper on them and they will show up with what's inside of them. Let's do an empty one. I think we might need does it say it? Whether or not it has... Yes, there we go. Am I seeing it correctly? Let's put it up here and see if it shows up. There it is. Okay. Good. I think we need chalk or charcoal. Or black coal. I'd have to check and see which of those actually draws on there and it will show you what's in each of these crates. So it's a good way to organize. Generally what I end up doing is just putting signs all along the walls of what's in my crates. Anyway, that's today's lesson on how to do weird stuff in Vintage Story. Okay, well, might not be so weird. Useful. Very useful. Alright, let's put some stuff away that we're not going to use at the moment. Okay. We are going to place our scroll rack. Gosh, I just don't know where to put that. How about right here where all of this is showing up? And this is what goes in here. There we go. We can put the music cylinders in there or all of these pieces of paper. Let's see. Where did I put that other piece of paper? There it is. These can also go in the scroll rack. But it might be easier to keep the blank papers that we use for this in here in a basket rather than putting in here, because otherwise we have to go through each one to find which one was blank. So that one there is paper, scroll, paper, scroll, parchment, and parchment. So let's see. I don't think this is one we use for that. I think it has to be blank, but I'm not sure. We'll have to look at that. Anyway, there we go. Okay. And like I said, that's today's lesson on random things. Let's go put these out here in the basket where they belong. Ooh, look at that sky. Very nice. Are you ready? You are ready. All right. Let's grab our tongs and our... Whoops. It keeps doing that. Usually you can click on the fire and it will close that window and let you move on, but not if that thing is still in that same highlighted spot. Wow, a lot of motorcycles out today. These riders are really taking advantage of this beautiful weather we're having. But then that's depends on your perspective. It's 80-some degrees out there. I don't consider that to be too beautiful. We need 50 more for that saw blade to get done. Okay. That is okay. We will focus on that on our next round because we don't need another saw at the moment. We have 2 of them and we are hardly using them. Okay. I think half of these tools are going to end up in our tool shed. Alright, let's see. What else did I want to get done today? Let me check my list. Well, it looks like we've completed everything on our list. Wonderful. Okay. There's something I want to try and find. Remember we found a spot out here that had like a big metal trap door and a ladder down. Is that right there? Gosh, I don't remember. I want to see if we can find that and go explore whatever it was that was down there. Yeah, I don't think it's here. That's that one over there, isn't it? Oh gosh. I kind of feel like it was really super close to this village. Anyway, I'm going to look around and find it, and when I do, we will take a little trip down there and explore what it has to offer. And we will do that when we come back. We shall return.